1. The End of Days on Martha's Vineyard. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever it is, it's going to be all right. Or not. See, I'm moving. The deal on moving nowadays on the island is that if you've got a roof over your head, you hold on to it with bloody fingernails, which haven't been professionally manicured in years. Even as the landlord who sold the digs out from under you is having you evicted by a team of drought horses. And why do you hang on? Because you will never, ever find another place. Not a treehouse, not a shed, not anywhere on this 5-star island. After 12 years and 2 owned, yes, owned, cash on the barrelhead, houses, a bunch of rented cribs stacked up over 10 or so years, and a final 8 years of fair to middling satisfaction of living in one place, a long time for a nomad, I gave notice on my apartment, rehabbed out of the old library in lovely seaside gingerbready Oak Bluffs, when every last woeful tale of so doing always leads to the poor dude finding herself obliged to move away, far away, maybe to some dusty inland county where she's lucky to win a job as a Walmart greeter. I'm 70 years old, an inconvenient age at which to become homeless. I don't even own a car, so that's homelessness squared. So how did this scary situation befall me? I, who've held deeds to waterfront property on both coasts, who've written for Laverne and Shirley, published books and inked thousands of articles for local newspapers, plus magazines, some of them national. Ever heard of Cosmo? Women's World? The Utna Reader? Lears? What was the question? Oh, how'd I get so stupid as to give up my year-round vineyard rental? Could we chalk it up to family dysfunction without going into elaborate detail? In January, I made a trip with my Boston terrier, Huxley, out to the Coachella Valley in California, where my mother lives in condo splendor. She's 98 years old and still navigating the stairs to her master bedroom suite. Downstairs, she cooks her own small meals. She still drives, for crying out loud. Yes, take a moment to shudder at this point. But here's the thing. Her memory has slipped more cogs than her foot on the gas pedal. I agreed to move back to the West Coast and take up residence along with my sister, who's been there for the long haul. She's the good sib. Can you see where this is going? I made the fatal decision to give notice on my darling vineyard apartment with its 2 spacious rooms under a mansard roofline. Cue the horror movie scream. Within 3 weeks, my sister and I were squabbling the way we used to do over the single Barbie doll our parents insisted we share. You know what else my parents decreed, this time to overtly hold her interests over mine? They gave her proprietary rights to the color pink. I love pink. But no, I was forced to take blue whenever pink and blue choices arose. I mean, blue's all right, but... After our prolonged 57th fight out in the desert, I packed up a suitcase the size of a lunchbox. I travel light. Left my poor pooch for the time being with my poor family, and headed back to Massachusetts. I love the island more than life itself. In 1984, I gave birth to my son here. From his 2nd grade school career onward, I and my beloved ex-husband Marty reared him on this blessed island. Now both of them have flown the coop. Marty to his late mother's condo in Florida, Charlie with his bride Carrie to prestigious jobs in NYC. But I seem to be holding a space on the island for the 3 Nadlers from some long-ago pact that only exists in the abandoned mine of my mind. The minute I returned to MV in the spring of 2018, 2 ideas were continuously pitched to me from friends and, well, not just friends, but everybody, including my 2,200-plus friends on Facebook. 1, can you rescind your notice to give up your apartment? And 2, have you considered signing up for senior housing? The second option gives me the heebie-jeebies. Do they suggest this because of the skin that flaps between my elbow and shoulder like a turkey gibbet in a rotisserie?